So we have pretty much covered a lot of the steps. Few things just to review. We create a new branch, put our first commits, create the PR first with the WIP tag. We add checklist so that we know we have some points for self-review so that we know that everything is covered before the PR is raised. We merge conflicts beforehand so that we don't have that dirty error message over here. Few more things that you should remember as the developer is when you raise PRs, make sure that your code is already passing all of the tests like the ESLint test, the SonarLint test, and a successful build is happening. Make sure that after we merge your PR, the whole project does not break. So the build is still happening because that's one of the most important parts. And when we find out at day n-1 that the build isn't working, it's a really terrible time for everyone in the company just trying to solve the build because we don't know where it stopped working, right? Which is the PR that actually broke this, because there are going to be like hundreds of PRs. So ideally, when you raise your PR, make sure build your project and see if it's working fine locally. If it's working fine locally and it doesn't work somewhere else, that's something we need to figure out. But at least the build is working locally. ESLint, SonarLint, there are 0 errors. After you review all of that, and I think these are in the checkpoints. So local build runs, ESLint 0 errors, SonarLint 0 errors. So these are in the checklist too. And only after that you raise your PR. Also start looking at PRs as something that you want people to be proud of, right? So it's like making your own art. So when you create a drawing or when you create a painting, you will pay attention to those details, right, before you submit it or before you publish it, so that when the world sees it, it's just, because it's a straight thing that this is the art that you have created. So start looking at PRs that way. And also know that the reviewer, whoever is reviewing your code, is taking time out of their lives to help you make sure your code is right. So whenever you're giving them something to review, make sure that you are helping them as much as possible and making it as easy for them to review. Also, getting the PR reviewed is your job. So it's something that the reviewer has to do apart from their work, review it for you. So you need to kind of try to minimize the time it takes to review your PR by helping them out as much as possible. A few more generic rules that you need to follow. So there's a lot of research that happens behind this. Actually, you can also read the research paper by Google about this, which we also follow. I would also like all of us to follow. Keep your PRs short. Try to keep the PR less than 10 files or less than 200 lines of code. Code changes. Okay, so that's what we would call a small PR. Because again, the smaller the PR, when I come here to this reviewing page as a reviewer, and if I see 46 files changed and I open it and there are 46 files with tons of codes, it's automatically going to be for me like, hey, I don't have that time now. I'll do it tomorrow, probably tomorrow morning. I'll do it when I come, and tomorrow again when I come, I'll look at 46 files. I'm not going to do this. It's just going to extend the time of your PR being merged, right? So keep it short and simple, so that whenever I get some time during the day as a reviewer, I can quickly go and get it, review it, add some comments. It's much easier to do. So keeping your PR short is really important. Helping out your reviewer as much as possible is really important. So yeah, so these are the processes that we're going to follow. And once your PR is ready, you can also add reviewers to your PR. If you want it to be reviewed by AI, add Copilot. Or normally within your company, you would know who is your senior developer, who is the expert developer in that project. So you could probably add that developer, request that developer to review your PR. These are a few more things that you can follow. Normally in a close-knit team, everyone knows who's going to review whose code. But this is just good practice to have the reviewer's name there too, so that they get some recognition too, that they are the one who's reviewing this. Yeah, that's pretty much a lot of the things that I wanted to share. It's already covered. So yeah, write good PRs. And in the next chapter, we are going to talk about the reviewer side of things. All right, bye.